reached the target area.
Thanks for taking on this urgent request, Pale Team. We need your help more than ever.
But Commander, Pale Team's equipment is still in the testing stages.
Earth Defense Force 4.1 Wingdiver The Shooter, a game that I didn't even know existed. This is a Earth Defense Force shoot 'em up, a shmup, a bullet hell game set in the Earth Defense Force franchise, a franchise that I'm a huge fan of. I love Earth Defense Force. I've played nearly every game at this point. I can't wait for the games that are coming out, like the 6th entry and World Brothers, which looks like a Voxel style game. And in my time playing all the EDF games, I stumbled across Earth Defense Force 4.1 Wingdiver The Shooter.
Clear! The bugs have been wiped out! Hold on! It's an ambush!
These damn insects appeared and completely ruined our battle plan. Damn it. I thought I was lucky getting put on standby, but no. This isn't lucky at all.
Now, I've never heard anybody talk about this game, like, at all. I didn't even know it existed. I was on the PlayStation store one day, looking up things for Earth Defense Force. I think I was just seeing, like, at this point, I think I was seeing, like, when the 5th game was going to release or something, because I knew it was going to be digital only, you know, at least here in the States. And I remember coming across Wingdiver The Shooter and just asking myself, what is this? Like, is it a DLC for 4.1? I thought I had all the DLC. But then I kind of looked at, like, into it, and no, it's its own game. It's a vertical shoot-'em-up game where you play as the Wingdiver class during the events of Earth Defense Force 4.1. This sounds like it should be the greatest marriage ever. I mean, you know, Earth Defense Force is already this crazy, hectic, you know, time with shooting aliens and bugs with a ton of weapons. So making it into a shmup should be the next logical step. It sounds like a great idea. And this game is fun. I think there's some missed potential here, though.
We don't yet know what kinds of monsters dwell down here.
You could say that this is the enemy's home ground. Keep your eyes open. They seem to be able to see us perfectly, even in this darkness.
Whoa! There are tons of those web slingers down here. At least they can't fly.
It's too cramped in here for us to get away!
The game was developed by Clouds Inc., and it was released in November 22nd, 2017. Oddly enough, I'm looking on the EDF fan page, and it says it was only released in Japan, but I definitely bought it. So, that's bizarre. It also came to Steam, so people that play on Steam, you can also give this game a try. This game carries a lot of the same things over from Earth Defense Force, like you can upgrade your weapons through the weapon pickups, get new weapons. You can upgrade your armor through armor pickups. There's different weapons. You get 2 weapons to carry. The Wingdiver class still even has a power meter, which in this game, you know, instead of obviously, using that meter to fly, you use it to get a little dodge, to dodge enemy fire. The issue I have with this game isn't really the gameplay. The gameplay's fun, and isn't really anything to do with any of the game's mechanics. It's just the fact that I think this game is too short. You play through 6 levels, and then you're done. 6 levels, even for a regular shoot 'em up, is still a little short. Most shoot 'em ups, you know, at least have like 7 or 8 stages, you know, arcade style games. But with an Earth Defense Force title, I expect to spend a little more time, going through. And you can still sort of do that, you know, they still has some of that, like, grindy elements, you know, you can still kind of grind up for better weapons, grind up for better armor, you know, play through on the different difficulties. So it's still there, I just don't think there's enough, like, there's a reason to do that. When I'm playing Earth Defense Force 4.1 normally, you know, I've sunk, you know, almost 70 hours into that game at this point. And I've beat the main campaign. I've beat the first DLC. I'm still working on the second DLC. Extreme Battles is kicking my ass. But I'm still playing it because I still feel like there's a reason to. Going through each difficulty, getting all the weapons, getting better armor, and, eventually I'm going to beat the second DLC. But I still feel like there's a reason for me to do all that. I don't really feel that with this game. I don't feel anything, I don't really feel a significant reason to play through and get better weapons or beat the higher difficulties, other than, like, bragging, like, oh, I did it. It's just, I don't know, I feel like there's some lost potential there. It doesn't have that replay value that Earth Defense Force games normally have.
This thing is just too big!
We can hit it from the skies, but we can't tell if our attacks are having any effect.
Damn it! Where does it think it's going?
Pale Team, you must give chase.
But I don't want to say this is a bad game. The game costs like $15. And there's over like 60 weapons you can get. They all do different things. And I'm going to be honest, like if I was in an arcade and I saw this game, fuck yeah, I'd be playing it. I would definitely sink some time into this in an arcade. I would love to have like an arcade cabinet of this game. But just as a standalone experience that I paid $15 for, like at this point, you could probably buy the normal 4.1 game for around $15. So I don't know if it's really worth the value anymore.
The enemy fleet has entered the atmosphere. It will be appearing above the city in 3, 2, 1.
Everyone, you've done well to make it this far. Just up ahead is the EDF's main mission zone. Our job is to intercept the enemy here. Do not let even a single ship reach our main forces. This is the Ravager's big push to destroy humanity. We cannot lose here.
But if you're a huge EDF fan, this is a must-have because very rarely do they stray away from the regular Earth Defense Force formula. Most Earth Defense Force games, are the standard third-person shooter. They may try something different, like with Insect Armageddon, where they try to make it a little more grittier, or with Iron Rain, where they try some different mechanics and stuff. But overall, they still stick to the same formula. This is cool. I wish, I wish and I hope that they do more games like this. I would love to see more Earth Defense Force games in different genres. I know that they're doing that World Brothers, which is cool, but it looks kind of like just a voxel graphic style like version of Earth Defense Force. It looks like Earth Defense Force if it was played in like the Minecraft engine or something. But it still looks like the same game though, it's still the third-person shooter. I would love to see like a tactics game with Earth Defense Force. That would be really cool. Just other styles of games. So this is promising, and I think that if they would have maybe poured a little more time into this game could have been something really special. But as it stands, I think it's just okay. I think it's still a fun time, but it's just okay.
Please go ahead and confirm the situation. Pale Team, you are to head there at once too.
Roger that.
There's so many of these flying bugs! Where did they build such a giant nest?
This is a nest. Giant scientists are approaching.
This is Ranger 10. We've infiltrated the nest. There are thousands of these egg-like things.
But if you like shoot 'em ups and you like shooting bugs and you like Earth Defense Force, you can't go wrong with giving this game a try. Like I said, it is fun. So if this looks like it's your thing, it probably is. I just think maybe, don't go into it expecting something more. I didn't have any, I didn't see any videos on this. I didn't know what this was. So whenever the 6th level was done and I was like, cool, let's keep going. And then it was like the credits rolled. I was a little thrown off. But the game packs a challenge if you're playing on higher difficulties. I know I got my ass kicked a few times. The game's got some variety. And the game is overall just a fun time. Earth Defense Force 4.1 Wingdiver The Shooter. Man, that that name just rolls right off the tongue, doesn't it?